All right, so we run different courses ranging from project management to business analysis, software automation testing, DevOps engineer, data analysis, Scrum Master, and Product Owner. So those are the courses we do run and we do offer. But today we'll be focusing on business analysis, what it entails to become a business analysis analyst. Do you need a technical background? Or must you study business in school before you can become a business analyst? All these questions will be answered. When it comes to career transition, especially in IT, all that is required of you is your determination, because we are going to take you on the journey. So we focus on the practical aspect of the training. So you'll be able to get your hands dirty. Not only getting your hands dirty, also you'll be able to work on a live project as part of a team where you are going to act as a business analyst for that your team to deliver a particular solution. So we focus more on getting your hands dirty. We really don't preach certification, because certification without knowledge and experience won't get you any job. So we focus on what will get you the job. And that thing that will get you the job is your knowledge, your experience, and your know-how on the job. So that is what we focus on. So as a company, we hold you hand by hand. We walk the walk with you. We support you all the way on the journey, and we expose you to all that is necessary to be exposed to in terms of the methodologies, in terms of the tools, in terms of agile way of working, and so on and so forth. So and since after COVID, it doesn't really matter where you live, your country of location, it has made it possible since post COVID, to secure a role remotely from any part of the world. So you might be living in Ghana, and you can get a remote job with a company in Australia. You can be living in Nigeria and get a remote job with a company in the UK. You might be living in the UK and get a remote job with the company in Canada. So it has made it possible, because it has opened the eyes of the employer to know and realize that you don't have to be physically present in the office before you deliver your work. You can deliver your work anywhere as long as you know what you are working on. What you are working on, yeah. You'll be working remotely with your team members as well. All these things excuse me, all these things you'll be exposed to as well during your journey with us. So I tell you, this is a perfect time, because the jobs are really out there. If the jobs are not really out there, then we won't be seeing people doing two jobs, doing three jobs. At the same time, but they are only able to do this because there is no one to take up the opportunities. There's no one to take on the roles. So the jobs are out there. They just need the experts, the people with the know-how, to take it up. And that's the essence of us being here. And it's everything that we promise that we deliver. Again, the project you'll be working on is not a capstone project. It's actually a real life project that will expose you to, different things. And our aim is at the end of the journey, at the end of the 3 months journey, that you should be able to compete with the people that has been doing it in the industry for 2, 3 years. This is the way we equip you. Also, for this to happen as well, let's say we're doing our own 50%, you have to do your own half as well, meaning your learning must not be restricted to twice a week. Your learning must not be a Sunday medicine. It has to be an everyday journey for you for the duration of the program, because at the end of it, as I said, you want to start competing with people who has been doing it. For this to happen, you must have invested your time, your effort, your sweat into the process, so that all the know-how, everything that you need to compete, you already know, because you've come across issues, you research, you ask for help, you know. that forms part of your story, that forms part of your journey as well. So that when you start going for interviews, you don't need to lie because you've actually experienced it. Either on the live project, working as part of your team, you have story to tell. You always have story to tell, but you need to do your own part as well. Transition is possible regardless of your background, whether you read language in school or sociology, you've been working as a customer service, you can transition to anything you want to transition to, as long as you have that determination and you have organization like us that is ready, to walk the walk with you, to support you on the journey. Because one of the most important on the journey is the support. You need to have that support system, for you to succeed in whatever the journey you want to embark on. And that is what we are here for. It is not like after the training or after the whole program, you come back and I'll tell you, oh, I don't know you again because you are done with us. We are not like that. We form a community where you belong, and we share job. Like-minded people are on the group as well, and all of that. So there are so many opportunities attached, to enrolling with us. So quickly, I'm going to go through my slide, not to waste your time, and then I'll pass it over to. So he's gonna talk more about all this business analysis. But what is the main concern? Sorry, what is important to me is, why do you want to become a business analyst? Why now? In the UK, I'm going to be using UK as, our benchmark. The average salary, if you're considering a permanent role in the UK, is around 50,000. And if you're looking for a contract role, you'll be looking at probably like £400 per day, £450 per day, or £500 per day. You can get more. Just imagine you're getting £500 per day. That is like £10,000 per month. That is a lot of money as well. And also, not only that, it's one of the shortage of skilled worker in the UK as well, meaning you can be in your country of residence, whether Nigeria, Ghana, and you apply for this particular role. You did so well, and they want you. They can apply for a sponsorship visa for you. You don't need to even do anything. They will do everything for you. That's another opportunities that you can derive from it. Some people said they cannot hear me. Please, again, let me just do a sound check. If you can hear me loud and clear, please just drop 1 on the chat. If you can hear me loud and clear. All right, so people can hear me. So that is, who said you cannot? So Abiola, you might need to check your mic for that. All right, so let's go on. I'm really sorry about my voice. I think I'm coming down with cold, but we'll manage, we'll survive. All right, let's go on. Also, why business analyst? It's in great demand. As I said, if it's not in great demand, then people will not be doing 2 jobs, 3 jobs at the same time. But because there's no one to pick up the roles. That is why people are, picking up 2 roles, 3 roles. And that is why, we have shortage in the market. That is why you are needed, to gain the necessary knowledge and skills so that you can pick up these roles as well and, be part of the journey. So if you're to come on board, what is the journey going to entail? Let's go through that quickly. So the program is a 3-month program, but the practical training will be twice a week. That will be on Thursdays and Saturdays. Thursdays from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. and on Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. in the morning. That will go on for 6 weeks. So the practical training is twice a week for 6 weeks. Really sorry about this. So twice a week for 6 weeks. Then after you are done with that, then you'll be put on a project for another 2 months. You'll be put on a live project for another 2 months, where you are going to get all the necessary skills, experience that is needed for you to succeed out there. So all in all, the program is for let's say 3 months, 2 weeks thereabout, but let's just say 3 months. As I said, the project will be for 2 months, where you'll be working as part of a full Scrum team. So there will be developer, there will be either project manager or Scrum master. There will be you as a business analyst, and also one of the good things is you'll be exposed to a product ownership role as well. So that when you start applying for jobs, you are not only applying for a business analyst role, you can as well spread your wings and apply for any product owner roles as well, because on the project you'll be exposed to that and you have to act as a product owner as well on the project. So you have a developer, project manager, or Scrum master, you have a business analyst, you have a product owner, and you have a tester in your group. And all of you are working together as a team to deliver a particular solution. So that's the joy of it. You get your hands dirty as long as long as you are not a back, you don't take the back seat. As long as you are ready to ask questions, as long as you are ready to do the job, you'll be surprised how much you'll be able to learn in the shortest period of time. You'll be so surprised. So after the project, then this next step is very, very important as well. Now you've gone through the training, and you've, put it into practice as well. We've gone through the project, the training. You know what it entails to become a business analyst. You know the role, you can act the role now. But if you don't optimize your brand, then there will be you'll not be visible in the market. Recruiters will not see you, employers will not see you, and they will not reach out to you. You might be wondering why. I know how to do this job now. I know this role now, but why am I not getting calls? You are not getting calls because you are not visible in the market. So that is why this point is equally as important as the first two. Your CV needs to speak for you. Your LinkedIn your LinkedIn needs to be optimized. And LinkedIn has become a popular marketplace now that recruiters goes to, to add on to look for professionals. So you need to be there as well. Your CV needs to be revamped, and then you'll be surprised what's going to happen. You'll be receiving calls for interviews. They'll be calling you because now you are visible in the market. They can see you. Then after that, after applying for jobs, getting interviews, we'll be there to do interview preparation with you, because at the end of it all, your sources is our sources. We want you to secure the role. For you to secure the role, we need to do our bit as well. We need to support you when it comes to interview preparation, tips, and all of that you need to ace that interview. So before I hand over to Genesis, these are the sample jobs that I got online. The first one on your left is paying between 75 and 90,000. That is a lot of money. That's a permanent role. The second one is paying between 80 and 100,000. I'm sure you'll be wondering, how can I get this one? This one should be for people who has been working in the industry for probably donkey years. That is a lie. That is a lie. You can get it. I transitioned myself. My background was accounting, and I transitioned to software automation engineer. I did similar course back then. It was a 3-month course as well. And, my background was non-technical. I have never done anything technical in my life. All I know is the debits and credits, balance sheet, and all of that. But I was tired of what I was doing. I needed a change. And that was what I stumbled on first, software automation engineer. And it involves you writing codes in programming language like C Sharp, but because I was determined, because I wanted a change, I went through the process despite the fact that there wasn't any support. If you have any issues, you have to figure out the issues yourself. And I've got family, I don't have the time during the day to do any work, but I had to sacrifice from my sleep to ensure that I devote my time into the process every single day. At least 2 hours, um, I devoted into the process every day. And after the 3 months, I started applying for jobs. 2 weeks after I started applying for jobs, to cut the story short, I secured my very first role. And the very first role that I secured is a senior role. This was someone who just completed a 3-month course. And my very first role that I secured was a senior role. So this is why I know that you don't have to, as long as you devote your time into the process every single day, as long as you free your mind that, come rain, come shine, you want to make this work, you are ready to do the work, you see the result at the end of the day. Because even before we can ask God for favor, right, we must have done our own bits, and that is all that is required of you. We are here to help, we are here to support, we are ready, we are here, to walk the walk with you, only if you are ready as well. So it is not only for those who have been doing it for 10 years, 15 years. You as well can, you can be getting this kind of a salary. This one is a contract role, the one on the left, paying 650 to 725 a day. Excuse me. Let's just say 600 a day. That is 12,000 a month. 12,000 a month. Let's just say the contract is for 3 months or 6 months. That is still a lot of money. Some people don't get that in 2 years. What you will get in 3 or 6 months, some people don't earn it in 2 years. The average salary for majority in the UK is around 25,000 to probably 40,000 per annum. That is the average salary for majority in the UK, So if you, after completing a 3-month course, you are getting your starting salary is 50, 60,000. That is, you are beyond average. Your salary is beyond average, and that is a position we want to get you. That is a position we want to put you. To the extent that you won't know, oh, which one should I go for? I got a contract role, I got a permanent role, which one? You have a good problem to solve, and as I said, if you do what is expected of you, you live to testify as well. So if this training should be starting on May the 20th, if I'm right, yeah, like 2 weeks time. It's going to be starting in 2 weeks time, 28th of May. So for anyone that is enrolling between now and 13th of May, you stand to gain 20% discount on the fee. So the fee is £499. Let's just say £500. After the 20% discount, so that means £400. And that £400, it's not due at once. It's only half that is due for you to start on the journey, and the other half can be paid within 4 to 5 weeks. But the balance needs to be paid before you're put on a live project. You need to clear the balance before you can enjoy to work on the live project. So this is the offer. If you are interested, you need to be a partaker. There's little that I can tell you about it. Probably if you go on our Instagram page or Trustpilot to read the reviews or to see the testimonies on our Instagram page, then you'll be convinced that we have so many training providers out there. But what makes us different is because of how Learn with Pride all started. And it all started from my own personal also. As I told you, I transitioned as well. And that makes me to, know what it entails to take someone from point A to point B. Everything that was missing during my own transitioning, I tried as much as possible to, work on that, put that all together so that the struggle that I went through when I was transitioning, I make it easy for people now that are ready to commit their time into the process. I made it easy for them to achieve now, you know. And so we are different. Many organization or training organization out there will promise you heaven and earth just to get your money. And after you enroll with them, you realize that, oh, they promise you this, they don't give you that. But if you are to enroll on this journey, these are the things that you get from the package. You get the practical training, you get to work on the live project, you get a mentorship, you get a support anytime that you need the support, you get it. Interview preparation, whenever you secure an interview, will be there to do that for you. Also, all our courses are CPD accredited, meaning all our courses meet the professional standards, and the certificate that you get at the end of the program is recognized in over 60 countries. Right, let me quickly show you the body so that if you want to, so this is the body, CPD, and you can see this is our company there. You can read more. I'll post this in the chat. You can read more about them and about the benefits that is attached, you getting their certificate at the end of the day. I just posted the link on the chat if you want to read more, so that you have more knowledge about what they produce, what the type of service they provide, and all of that. And also you can read more about us on their website as well. So yeah, if you like what you see, if you want to be part of the success story, if you are looking for a company that will deliver what they promise you, then I believe you're in the right place tonight. If you want to enroll, or if you have any questions after these whole sessions, you want to ask me or anything, the numbers on your screen, you can note it down. You can get me on the WhatsApp on those numbers on your screen. And I'll be more than welcome to answer any questions that you may have. So for now, I'm going to be stopping, and I'm going to be inviting Genesis, who is a facilitator that will take you on the journey. If you are to come on board, if you are to enroll for the next 3 months, to talk more about, why this is the right time for you to become a business analyst. What are the potentials? What are the benefits of becoming a business analyst? Can someone with no technical background, no IT background, actually become a business analyst? So let's hear from the subject matter, more insight into this. So without further ado, Genesis, if you can take it from here, please.
Hi, Akin. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much.
Good evening.
Yeah, to go straight to answering your question, can someone with no technical background transition into business analysis? Is an emphatic yes, because even myself, I'm a testimony to that. Not just myself, I've seen so many people in the course of passing through Learn with Pride over the past 1 year, going through the business analysis journey. A good example is one of the candidates we trained that was part of the first cohort, Efezi. She has been a school teacher, primary school teacher, for over 12 years. She has never done anything else in her life but just teach in school for over 12 years. And after the training, in just a matter of few weeks after the training, she landed a contract role in business analysis. So you don't need any technical background. You don't need to study mathematics to know mathematics or to know anything related to IT before you can transition or become a business analyst or work in an IT company. So good evening, everyone. I'll just spend about the next 15 to 20 minutes to talk us through business analysis, very brief, straight to the point, and also let you guys know a bit about myself. So it's more or less like a sneak peek into business analysis. We'll be looking at what business analysis is. We're not deep diving anything today. It's just to give you a high level or a layman understanding of what business analysis is, of what the career journey you're about to embark on is, so that you have a better understanding on the expectations and how to prepare, right? Also let you know why companies need business analysts, what business analysts do, and some of the misjudgment that people have about business analysis. And then we'll finalize with how you can actually become a business analyst along with the benefits of being a business analyst. So a brief introduction about myself. My name is Genesis Enwenyoku. I'm a CBAP certified senior business analyst. CBAP stands for Certified Business Analysis Professional. It's the highest certification you can get as a business analyst globally. I got that certification in 2019. You can reach out to me, connect with me at any point in time, on LinkedIn or on Instagram. Some of the places I've worked, I have all of the logos here. I currently work with a company called Rover, which is based in the UK. I live in Nigeria at the moment, but the company is in UK, so I work exclusively remotely with the organization. I've worked with Lafarge. I've worked with Venture Garden Group. I'm also a director, a chapter director for IIBA Nigeria. IIBA stands for International Institute of Business Analysis. Is the standardizing and professional body for business analysis worldwide, and the headquarters is in Canada. So just going straight into the taster session for today. So what is business analysis? Business analysis basically is the practice, right? Is the career path that allows you to become a change agent, to enable change in companies, in organization, by helping companies understand what their need is. The need could be a problem or an opportunity, helping businesses, helping companies, helping organizations identify their needs, define their needs, and coming up with a solution, right? Coming up with a solution that will deliver value to stakeholders. Every one of us, we have like a one-step chance to becoming a good business analyst. And that is because each and every one of us, we have that inherent human capability in us to find out a problem or to find a fault. If I ask you today, what is the problem with the government? If you're in the UK or Canada or Nigeria or US, you can tell me about 20 reasons or 20, you can list out 20 items, what you consider to be the problem or fault in the government. Or if I tell you what is the problem of Facebook, or what is the problem of Instagram, or what challenges or fault or issues do you have using Instagram, or what do you think Instagram can do better, you can actually come up with one or two suggestions. And that's because it is inherent within us to solve problems, and to solve those problems, we first need to identify those problems. So on the get-go, the capability or capacity for you to become a business analyst is natural to each and every one of us. So the ability to define the need, which is a problem or opportunity, and then recommend solution, which is where business analysis now comes in. You don't just recommend any form of solution. You ensure that whatever solution you're recommending gives you the ability to deliver value to stakeholders. So we teach you the skills and the techniques and the expertise you need, along with the tools you need to be able to not only identify or define a problem, but also recommend the right solution that will bring money to businesses, that would solve problems, that would drive value to them, right? And why do companies need business analysts? Before the advent of business analysis, there's always been this miscommunication, or should I say communication gap between the business and the technical team. Technical guys or technological people with technological skills think in a certain way. They see more of ones and zeros, numbers. They don't see, many of them rarely see problems from a business angle. They see it from a computational or logical angle. So there's been this gap in communication, the business trying to correctly or accurately communicate their need to technology, and technology finding it difficult to effectively understand the business. And that is where the business analyst comes in, to ensure that the difficulty in understanding between the business and the stakeholder is bridged. There is synergy, there is understanding, there is alignment, there is communication, free flow of communication. When a business manager, a business owner tells you A, you know how to communicate that A into technical specification that a software engineer would need in order for him or her to implement or build a solution. And that is because over the years, both business and technology, both of them keep on saying that they are right. I'm saying the right thing, I'm not saying the wrong thing. They're both correct. But the problem is that each of them are seeing things from a different perspective. The business might be seeing things as number 6, while engineer could be seeing things as number 9. And they're both right in their own prism, in their own perspective. And it's the job of the business analyst to come in and allow each of these two group of stakeholders to have a better understanding, to communicate better, and deliver value to the organization in general. So business analysts help the business to bridge the gap, the communication gap between business and technology. It is our job. We are like the middleman within the organization that ensure that we don't only find and solve problems, but we help in communication. We foster collaboration between stakeholders in a team. So what do we do as business analysts? The first thing we do, or the most common things we do, are one, trying to understand organizational problems and organizational goal. And this starts with us defining the need, understanding organizational problems and organizational goal, then analyzing those needs or problems and seeing how to translate them into a solution that can be implemented by the technical team to solve those problems or needs. And then we devise strategies that can help to improve a business. One of the things that they call us as business analysts are process analysts or improvement analysts, because we are trying to drive value. So we are very good as a BA coming up with a strategic way to actually increase revenue, strategic way to actually get more customers, get more sales, increase our market share, strategic ways to solve problems, to automate our current manual processes. So we devise strategies for improvement. We also drive change. We don't just recommend a solution. We are the ones that are driving and facilitating that change initiative. So we work hand in hand with stakeholders to ensure that that change is actualized or is implemented from beginning to the end. And then we facilitate collaboration between stakeholders. We ensure that stakeholders have shared understanding. Stakeholders are in constant communication. They have a way of having a better understanding on what is required and what is needed at every point in time. Now, what are some of the misjudgments in business analysis? I believe you must have some of you must have tried to do a search on what we call business analysis, right? And or you might even be confused and say, what is the difference between business analysis and something like business analytics or business development? When I actually started off my career as a business analyst, I was hearing a lot of people telling me that if I'm a business analyst, that they have an opening for business development officer or business development manager, that I should come and do business development manager since I'm a business analyst, that everything is the same and together. So people tell me that, since I'm a business analyst, I should come and do business analytics for their organization. But the truth of the matter is that all of these three are different from each other. So a business analyst or business analysis basically focuses on understanding the need in terms of need, solving problem. Business analysis focuses on understanding the need, understanding the functions and processes of an organization, and then recommending solutions for value creation to stakeholders. But business analytics focuses on data and reporting to examine past business performances and predicting future business outcome. So business analytics strictly relies on statistical data to provide reporting, so that with that statistical data, stakeholders can have insights in terms of trend and situation and health of the business, and then and through that data they come up with predictions for the future that will help the business grow. But the business analysis, we don't just focus on statistical data. We don't rely on statistical data. We do a lot more qualitative work in understanding the need, understanding the problem, and then understanding different functions and processes within the team for us to solve that problem. But for business development, or for a business development manager, they're a lot more focused on developing quotes and proposals for prospective clients. Business development managers are the ones that go out to do the marketing to ensure they bring in customers and clients that will pay and see through the contract phases. Business analysis also relies on both qualitative and quantitative data, whereas business analytics relies solely on quantitative data. Quantitative data are seen as statistical data, right? And then for business analysis, it involves the use of several tools and techniques in solving a problem. If you come across what we call BABOK, Business Analysis Body of Knowledge, BABOK V3 is a guide, is a textbook, right? Prepared by IIBA, which helps in guiding business analysts on how to carry out their tasks in their place of work. When you go to BABOK, you'll be sure to come across nothing less than 75 techniques that business analysts use in solving problems. And in terms of tools, you come across almost 20 to 30 tools that business analysts use in solving problems for organizations in different scenarios, in different use cases. So business analysis employs or makes use of tools and techniques in their large numbers to solve problems in different situations, in different organizations, in different industry. But for business analytics, it involves the use of exclusively analytical tools such as Excel, such as Power BI, such as Tableau. Some even go ahead to use tools such as Python to analyze and clean data in order for them to make sense out of it and come up with insights. But for business development, it basically focuses on pursuing leads, prospective leads, sales funnel, and moving them through the sales channel as well. Business development focuses on setting goals and developing business plans for businesses and revenue growth as well. Whereas in business analysis, you don't need any knowledge of coding. You don't need to have any knowledge of software development for you to become a business analyst. But in business analytics, you need knowledge of coding. Some even go more to have deep understanding or deep knowledge in SQL. Some have deep knowledge or understanding in Python and other programming languages like R. Now, how can I become a business analyst, or how can you become a business analyst? I've mentioned some things along this area. Number one, you have to grow the passion. If you do not have that passion, you realize that you might not sustain the journey for yourself. Passion could come in several ways, but at this moment, you might not necessarily have the passion. But when you start the class and you realize that it's actually an interesting career path and it's a promising career path, then you might realize that your passion for this particular career begins to grow. And also other times, it could also be that you have the passion as you are speaking, and you need to ensure you sustain that passion, that dream, that excitement within you, and you pursue it. For myself, when I started business analysis, there was barely no passion about it because I had an engineering background, and I've worked in both as a publisher and also as a project manager in an NGO for several years. So I don't even know anything about business analysis or IT. So it was all strange to me, but I was willing to be vulnerable, and take that bold step to learn and understand business analysis. But by the time I started business analysis, I got so interested in it and I became so passionate. And that passion has basically brought me to where I am today. So you need to grow the passion to solve problems, which is basically the passion to become a business analyst. You get quality training. It can never be overemphasized. Quality training is very, very important. It's like your one-shot ticket to transiting into business analysis. You can go online and learn business analysis on Udemy, or learn on Udacity, or learn business analysis on Coursera, or learn business analysis on EDX. All of those places, you can consider them to a quality one-on-one practical training that you can get on a live basis. Because when you're going on Udemy or Coursera or some of these platforms to learn business analysis, you are not interacting with the facilitator. You are basically watching a series of recorded video that might not be in-depth or detailed for you to understand what it means to be a business analyst. You may not even have them answering your question on the go or giving you a one-on-one answer or support in any way or the other. But when you get a quality business and quality practical training, like you are planning to enroll with Learn with Pride, you realize that you have someone who is there for you to answer all of your questions, to support you, to handhold you to becoming a repute business analyst. And then the next one is for you to gain hands-on experience. Experience is very important, and that is what employers or recruiters pay for. They don't pay for the fact that, oh, you've done a training business analysis. Nobody will pay you for that, for the fact that you've done training business analysis. People will pay you because of the experience that you'll be bringing to the team, because of what you'll be adding to the team. So gaining hands-on experience is as important as you getting practical training. And that is why this program incorporates both training and experience, hands-on experience. And that is where you have to do your job. You have to play your part as the learner. You don't just rely on the training. When the project starts, you participate actively. You can only get better. You can only know it by trying it. So you gain hands-on experience, and then you get mentorship. It is easier for you to go somewhere, and it is safer for you to go somewhere faster and better if you work with someone that have been there several times than you just going there on your own. When you're going there on your own, it's more or less like a blind journey for you, because you are trying to test here, experiment. But if you're going with someone that have been there 1,000 times, right? The person can guide you and tell you, okay, this is this particular thing is more or less like a test. It could be a mistake. It would be a mistake. Don't try it. Do this, do that. So mentorship is very important. It helps you to grow exponentially, right? And then the last bit will be for you to get a job, and then you grow from there. And from your first job, you realize that when you are looking out for the next job, the way you will grow is going to be very exponential, to be very rapid and explosive, because business analysis offers you the opportunity to grow in an exponential rate. And some of the benefits of becoming a business analyst is that business analyst allows you to do so many things. Even when you are holding one title as being a business analyst, you are the problem solver. You are the person that is trying to resolve conflicts between stakeholders. You are the one that is trying to recommend solutions. You are the one that is trying to improve the processes. You are the one that is trying to help the finance team. Today, you could be helping the finance team solve a problem in finance. Tomorrow, you could be helping the engineering team solve a problem that is engineering related. The next day, you could be working with the operations team to see how to improve some operational processes. So you're not just idle. You are not just someone that's, or just like Akin said, he got bored of his accounting because he's mostly doing repetitive things over the years. But in business analysis, you are doing things that are fun, things that are interactive, things that that allows you to be exposed to different terrains. All of these years that I've been working as a business analyst, I can tell you that I know virtually so many things about different industries. And that's because as a business analyst, I've worked in health industry, I've worked in fintech, I've worked in social, I've worked in educational, I've worked in government in related projects. So you work in different projects that expose you to different domains, to different industry. And also the job market is imploding as a result of remote work as well. The demand for business analysts is very high. In my place of work, we once had a business analyst that is in Brazil. The company is in UK, but the business analyst is from Brazil. So you can work for any organization or company in the face of the earth from the comfort of your home, and the demand is very, very large, and the number of professional quality business analysts in the market is very little. And because of that, if you are very good, you pay attention in classes, you carry out your project, you'll find yourself to be in high demand along with those that are few in the industry. And it offers a very high pay. I won't basically say much about this because I can have given us evidences of different pay ranges from JobServe. It also gives you independence and flexibility. With business analysis, I assure you, most of the things that people say micromanage, you can never micromanage a business analyst because the person have room to work in to solve problem. It's just, for instance, if you tell someone to solve a problem that will help our company increase revenue, you won't be micromanaging that person. You give that person room to work, to get all of the facts, information, and figures together in order for them to come up with a solution for that particular problem. And it is very, very flexible. It's never a dull moment with business analysis. Today you can find yourself working with the CEO, another day you're working with the head of operations, another day you're working with the head director of engineering, another time you find yourself working with the head of compliance, and then you find yourself working with someone in finance. Like, it's never a dull moment for you in business analysis because you are working with several stakeholders. You're working with external stakeholders and internal stakeholders. You're working with regulators. You're working with suppliers. You're working with the end users and customers. You're working with internal stakeholders as well. So it's never a dull moment for you as a business analyst. And the most beautiful thing about business analysis, which I tell people always, is that you would always rely on your past experience and knowledge that you have gained in whatsoever way to succeed in business analysis. If you've ever been a teacher before, right, that means you know how to communicate, how to talk to people, right? That means you have some level of communication skills, and you will require communication skills in business analysis to excel. If you've been working in accounting, right, that means you know how to get figures, you know how to talk about revenue and finances, and you'll be needing that knowledge in business analysis. If you've been working as mention any career path, maybe you've been working as a social worker, right? You've been doing advocacy, you've been trying to bring the government and the masses, for government to be able to provide relief to those in need or those in disability, which is collaboration, which is facilitation. You'll be needing those skills in business analysis. So business analysis will allow you to rely on residual skills, experience, and knowledge that you have inherent of you. So it makes it easier for you to transit into business analysis than every other role. That doesn't make business analysis a walk in the park, but what I'm trying to say is that those experiences and knowledge that you have garnered over the years, or are you a student and you're just coming fresh out of school, those experiences and knowledge that you've garnered over the years, or in whatever field or industry you are currently, would form some part of knowledge or experience for you to excel in business analysis. So thank you very much. Akin, over to you. I don't know if there's any question.
All right, thanks, Genesis. If you have any questions, you can signify by raising your hand. And as well, you can drop your questions in the chat. But I'd like to hear your voice. I think we are here to rub minds together, to learn together. So if you signify by raising your hand, I'll be calling you and you can ask your question. Also, you can drop your question on the chat. So has anyone got any question, please? Let me check the chat though. So any question from anyone? Am I sharing? I'm not sharing yet. Oh, I believe I'm sharing now. All right, please don't be shy. We are all here to gather knowledge, right? So please signify by raising your hand. Glory, you raise your hand, you can unmute and ask your question.
Okay, good evening.
Good
Mr.
evening,
Akin.
Glory. Good evening, Glory.
Okay. Please, I want to ask, because I didn't get the part of the fee properly. I want to know how much the cost is.
All right, in pounds is 500 pounds, and you have 20% discount if you are enrolling between now and the 13th of May. The training, the actual 3-month program will be starting on the 28th of May. So you have till 13th if you want to take advantage of the 20% discount. Then after the 20% discount, it's only half of that is due to start, and the other half can be paid within 4 to 5 weeks after you started. Yeah, so that is it.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, Glory. All right, while I wait for people to raise their hand, let me go through the charts. From Eresinia, yes, I don't have any coding background. I don't have any math background, that is why I said when you have a great determination, you'll be surprised what you can achieve with that. Not only am I working in that field now as a consultant, I also teach, I also facilitate as well, so that take people on the same journey. So that is the level you can find yourself, from knowing nothing to the point that you are even training others to become like you. So yes, I don't have any training. I don't have any coding background. I've got masters in accounting and finance. Like 6-7 years in uni was based on accounting. Yeah. So please, we have like 50 people on this call. Does that mean no one wants to talk to me, or you don't want me to hear your voice? Please don't be shy. Raise your hand and let's talk. How much are we paying for this program? In pounds, it's 600 pounds. In naira, is 450,000. Again, 20% discount is on it, and half payment is required to start. Do you provide reference? Yes. So, as part of what you are paying for, so you get the following: you get the practical training, you get you get to work on a live project, you get the mentorship, you get the support, you get the interview preparation, you get CPD accredited certificate, and you get a 3-month work reference for the duration that you are with us. You get a reference from us as well for that duration, which you can put on your CV. Can we have an idea of the house contents? I thought Genesis went through that as well. Wanted to ask if you will share today's highlights from Genesis with us via. The recording will be shared. If you've already joined our WhatsApp group, the recording will be shared on the WhatsApp group, or by tomorrow you should be able to get the recording. If you go on our YouTube channel, just type Learn with Pride on YouTube. By tomorrow we should upload it on YouTube, so you can get it on YouTube as well, either on YouTube or on the WhatsApp group. You You see it there. Desmond, I believe, or Des.
Yeah, hi, good evening. Yeah, thank you.
Good
I
evening.
just want to find out about the CV revamp. So upon completion of the program, do you have to pay anything separate towards revamping the CV?
Yes, I think that's the only thing. That's the only thing that we do not provide. But we partner with a company that can help you out with that. That is what you can see on your screen, Career Deck, and they'll give you a discount coming from us. But again, it's not a must for you to use them. But just in case you want to use them, you get a discount. So if they are doing CV for outsider for, I don't know, whether 60 pounds, probably for you, they'll do it for 40 pounds, something like that. But yes, so that's the only thing that is not involved. But if you have a CV, I can review that CV for you to let you know whether it's good enough or not.
Okay.
You're
And one more last question. Learn with Pride has got a platform where, okay, let me change the question. The question is, will all our classes be recorded? So in case someone makes the class,
Yes.
he or she can go back to review them.
Yes, all the sessions will be recorded, and I'm sure your question is, do we have an LMS platform, a learning management system? Yes, we do.
Yeah.
So you have your own dashboard that you can log into at any time to watch the recordings. So we do.
And then do you also have previous recordings there that can support or facilitate, help us study?
You only have access to your own recording.
To only our own record, okay.
Yeah. So for your cohort, we have different cohorts. So you have access to the recording for your own cohort. But again, you are not alone. Any Genesis is there to guide and support you. Any questions, any concerns, you can bring it up. You can bring it up either on the group chat or have a conversation with him and all of that. So even if you want to be above and beyond, if you are the type that likes to be above the class or to research what you want to, what will be covered in the next class, he can tell you that so that you can make your own research, so that when you get or come into the class, what he's talking about is making sense to you because you've gone ahead to make the research and know more about that. That can be possible as well. But you don't have anything to worry about because the journey will all be started from the very scratch. So it's not like we are assuming that some people have the knowledge already. No, we don't assume.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. There's Kola Wale, you raise your hand.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Kola Wale.
Yeah, thank you. I want to find out if the certification exam is necessary or whether you conduct or you lead us to that too.
All right. So this training, if you say, oh, now I've decided, I've made up my mind, I want to go with Learn with Pride. What we do at Learn with Pride is we prepare you for a day in the life of a business analyst. If you are to get a work tomorrow, how are you going to survive as a business analyst in that organization? That is what we prepare you for. The certification, and this is coming from my own personal experience. Remember, I transitioned as well. But before I transitioned, I did so many professional certifications, thinking that having the certificate will give me the step ahead of my competitors, or how will I put it? But no, certificate without knowledge will lead you to nowhere. So that is why me as a person and my organization, we preach more, or we lean towards more on the practical side of things and getting your hands dirty, because When you have the know-how, when you know how to act as a business analyst, when you know your onions, and you are able to defend that at the interview, no one will ask you for the certificate because you've proven to them that you know what you're talking about. Unlike someone with a certificate but doesn't even know how to gather a requirement, So we don't concentrate on the certification, professional certification side of things. Rather, we only focus on, if you are to get a job tomorrow, how are you going to survive? That is how we equip you. But in your own free time, if you still think, oh, I want to add the certificate, that's the certificate to, my achievement or whatever, you can enroll for it for the exam and do the exam, But we don't prepare you for the exam, passing of the exam, because what the books tells you is different from how it is actually done in the workplace, So, but we concentrate all on what we think will get you the job, what is essential, we believe is essential that will get you the job, and that is the knowledge, I hope that has answered your question, Kolawole.
Yeah, it has. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm still expecting more people to talk to
Okay,
me.
sir. Good evening, sir.
All right. Yeah, go on.
Okay, what you said right now just struck a chord. You talked about is it something IIB certification that is world recognized?
CPD.
Something like that. So
CPD. Yeah, continue.
So if I was thinking that at the end of the course, you were going to give us a certification that is a well-recognized certification.
Yes.
That does not just show that that gives us the credibility out there that we've actually gone ahead to pass through this training.
Yes, you get that certificate. Yes.
Okay.
But again, every profession has got their own professional certification exam that you need to sit for. That is the one I just talked about, that we don't concentrate on passing a professional certificate, But all our courses, they are CPD accredited, meaning it meets the professional standard. And the certificate that you're going to get from us at the end of the 3 months program is recognized in over 60 countries. And I posted the link for you to read more about that body and the benefit that is attached to that body as well. But that is different from you sitting for a professional certificate for a business analyst.
Okay, understood. So, sir, can someone pay in USDT?
No, I don't collect crypto or anything that, no. But you can pay with credit or debit card. You can do bank transfer. You can pay with a credit card or with a debit card. But when it comes to crypto, USDT, all these things, I shift away from all those ones. I don't do them.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, so please feel free to raise your hand while I go through the charts. Corporate support recruitment. You raise your hand.
Yes, good evening. Thank
Yeah.
you for the opportunity. I've got a couple of questions I would like to ask. The first thing is about the professional certification, and you've made it clear that the training does not prepare us for that. Does it mean that after the training on our own, the knowledge gained will not be will not be enough for us to both book for the exams and go and write it? Do we still need to get maybe a kind of brochure or kind of a book to read to be able to pass the professional exams? That's the question.
Okay, let's take it one by one. Genesis, do you want to take that quickly?
Okay. Hi. So in terms of, can anyone hear me?
Yes,
yes, we can hear you, sir.
Okay. Thank you. In terms of professional certification, the training we are having in class is purely practical on the job, right?
Cool.
For you to take certification, professional certification, all it requires is for you to read the manual. For me, I never went ahead to go for any training for professional certification. I just read the Babok V3 manual, and I went to write my exam and I passed. The thing about the exams or the certification is that it leverages on your experience. So
Okay.
if you go ahead and take professional certification training, what they will have to do just to teach you the textbook. They will teach you the textbook that you can pick on your own to read and understand. So they're going to teach you the textbook and teach you some sample examination questions. That's what they do in professional certification trainings. Nothing else, nothing more. But what we teach you here is practicality on the job. So we don't just teach you textbook to teach you how to answer a question in exam. We teach you how to solve the problem when you are faced with it in the office.
All right, thank you. That's very, very perfectly understood. Sorry, in case I repeat any question, I'm sorry because I joined lately. I don't know if people have asked a similar question to any question I asked. Please pardon me. The second question I want to ask is how much is the training? And then I know it will last for 3 weeks, 3 months and 2 weeks, as it said. How often do we have classes? And then that we are working, how will we be able to navigate the training with our work?
All right. So the price in pounds is £500, and in naira is 450,000 naira. But you have 20% discount till the 13th of this month. The training is starting on the 20th of this month.
Okay.
Half payment is required to start, and the other half can be paid within 4 to 5 weeks, just before you start on the live project. The classes, it runs twice a week, Thursdays and Saturdays. Thursdays 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. at night,
Okay.
and Saturdays 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. in the morning. Twice a week for 6 weeks. And after that, when you get on the project, it's going to be Monday to Friday. But don't be scared about the Monday to Friday because everybody works. But the timing is going to be flexible. The timing, because you'll be following agile methodology, and there's a need for you to be doing daily meetings and all of that, sprint planning and all of that. So the timing, when you get on the project, the timing for your meetings or anything that you'll be doing with your team will be decided by you and your team members. I don't even have hand in that at all, So majority will carry the vote when you are grouped, and when it's time for you to decide, okay, when do we want to be meeting and all of that.
Yeah, it sounds great. Thank you. I wanted to say that if you can help us adjust the price, but you've already given us 20%. I think that's good anyways.
No problem.
Thank you.
Thanks for that. Yeah, I'm still, I still want to hear. I'm sure there are lovely people on this call, so why don't you raise your hand and talk to me? Let's talk, let's rub minds together. Why my people are thinking of raising their hand? Let me go through the questions on the chat. Apologies, and I wanted to ask if you wish. Okay, the recorders, I've answered this one. The recording, you can go on our YouTube channel. Just type Learn with Pride, and the recording should be available from tomorrow. Musa Yunusa, I don't quite understand this question. If you want to talk to me, if you are still on this call, please, you can raise your hand and talk to me. Is there any significant restrictions to the job of business analyst? I need to understand in what perspective are you talking about? Please, so if you are still on this call, please kindly indicate and I'll call you. Akim, you raise your hand.
Hello, good evening, good evening, everyone.
Good evening, Akim.
Yeah, this is Akim Adinekon. I'm currently a student at Learning Pride. I got an invite to attend this overview session, so that's why I decided to honor it. I'm happy to be at this meeting, and I just want to encourage our potential participants to come on board. My few weeks with Learning Pride, it's been wonderful. I really enjoyed the training session with Genesis. In fact, for every class, I look forward to attend the class. My background is accounting, and I'm looking forward to fully transition into business analysis. In fact, these trainings I had was wonderful, because I couldn't believe it would be this easy to transition into IT, even though I'm still in the process of transitioning into IT, business analysis. I'm using this opportunity to encourage people to come on board, and in fact, it's something you are going to enjoy. It's not as if because I'm a current student, or it's because of what I've seen within the last 6 weeks with Learning Pride. So I'm using this opportunity to encourage people to come on board. In fact, you won't regret it. So we are starting our own project practical session next week. So I'm encouraging people to come on board, and you won't regret coming to Learning Pride, Learning with Pride. So that's my contribution.
Thanks, Akim. Funny enough, I didn't even know it's you. Akim is one of my current students. I think they just finished the practical training today, actually, and they should be starting on their own life project next week or thereabouts. So yeah, he hasn't even experienced the life project, but he's talking from the perspective of the practical training, and thanks, Akim, for that.
Welcome, sir.
All right. Let me go through the questions on the chat. Please, if you still have any question to ask, please kindly raise your hand and ask it.
Pardon me, can I still ask one question, please?
All right, corporate, you can go.
Yeah, as a business analyst, do they also use tools like Jira, Canvas, Trello, and the like this project, IT project management tools? Do they use something like that, or they don't necessarily need to do anything like that?
Genesis, do you want to answer that? Genesis, are you there? All right. Genesis is there, but I don't know, probably is away from the system. Yes, will be one of the things that is important to me as well, is exposure to industry standard tools. So yes, you'll be using tools like Jira. You'll be using tools like Confluence, and other. That's why I want Genesis and other. I think it has what you use for other things that is going to take you through as well. But yes, you'll be exposed to, you need tools to carry out your wireframe and all of that, which Genesis is going to expose you to as well. So yes, it is very important for you to be exposed to tools. I think Genesis is online now. Genesis.
Yeah, sorry, my mic was having issue, my audio rather, so I had to switch device. So yeah, you're going to be using all of those tools, Jira, to write your user stories, draw.io or diagrams.net. Akim can attest to that. We've used it several times in the class when we are doing our models and diagrams in the class. You also use Jira. You use your Word document for your requirement documentations like your BRD and FRD. So all of those tools that you're supposed to use in real life scenarios at workplace, you're going to be using those tools, both in class and also for your projects.
Thanks, Genesis. How much is the program in Naira? The Naira value is 450. But if you're getting 20%, that will reduce it to 360 or thereabouts. Half of that is half of that is required to start, and the other half paid within 4 to 5 weeks. Please, is this superior to data analysis? Genesis.
Okay, both of them are different career paths, right? It's just like you're saying, is accounting superior to maybe nursing or medical, is accounting superior to project manager? So they are all different career paths. Forget the part that there's analysis at the end of the name, right? Whether it's data analysis, business analysis, financial analysis, they are all different career paths. So there is no superiority in it. They all have their different career journeys. You can start as a junior data analyst, become a mid-level or associate data analyst, and become a senior data analyst. The same way you can start as a junior BA, become an associate BA, to becoming a senior BA or lead BA. So they all have different career journeys and they're different from each other. So we can't compare them in terms of superiority or in terms of one having lesser relevance.
Yeah, thanks, Genesis. What is the Ghana cedis value? I don't want to give you, if I go on Google, it should tell me, but I don't want to give you that because that rate might be different from what your bank will use to calculate it. But if you are paying outside Nigeria or outside UK, a payment link will be sent in pounds, and at the point of paying, your local bank will convert that to how much it is in your local currency, and you'll be able to see. So I don't need to send it in cedis. I'll still send the money in pounds, but at the point of you paying, they will convert, your bank will convert it to using the right exchange rates for you. How much in Naira? 450,000 in Naira. How many months is the program? It's 3 months. Let's just say 3 months, 3 months, but it can go beyond that. So probably like 3 months, 2 weeks thereabout. Do you take USDT? No, I don't take USDT. Someone, Abimbola, you raise your hand.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Abimbola.
Hello.
Yeah, good evening, I can hear you.
Okay, good evening. Yeah, good evening. Actually, what I don't know, maybe you've answered this question before, so I'm very sorry if I'm bringing it on again because I joined the class late or I joined the meeting late. But what I just wanted to ask is that if you are doing this thing and at the end of the program, can we go ahead and apply for a job, or we must write the professional exam before applying for a job? And if we need to write the professional exam before applying for the job, that means that we won't be able to apply for the job from now till like towards the end of December. So that is my own distance, because I believe that maybe after the job we should file on that if we can apply for the job before after the training. Thank you.
All right. You don't need to register or pass any certification before you start applying. And I've actually touched on this before. We focus on practical training and work experience, because we believe that is what is needed. That is what you need most for you to prove your worth to the employer and make them understand that you know your onions. Personally, at my company, we don't preach certification, because that is based on my own personal journey as well. Certifications without knowledge or experience will not get you any job. But having the hands-on experience without certification will get you the job. So you don't need to write a certification before you start applying for a job. Even before, like Akim now, before they start, he can actually start testing the water now. He's yet to start on the project, but they are done with the practical training. He can actually start applying for jobs just for him to get used to, the kind of questions they ask, and you'll be surprised that, probably he might not even finish the project before he secure one. So you don't need to write a professional certification before you start applying for a job. And you don't even need to wait till the end of the project before you start applying for a job. Right from the end of, as soon as you finish with the practical training, you can start sending your CVs out just to see, the attraction that is getting, and just for you to get familiar with the questions that they ask you, So yeah, you don't need to, with the practical knowledge and experience, you can start applying for jobs. You don't need to pass any certification exam before you start applying for jobs. I hope that has answered your question. This is from Musa and Genesis. If you are still online, please, with your professional experience, is it advisable for someone to work as a business analyst and data analyst?
Well, if you feel you can actually do it, why not? Just like you say, can someone work as a software engineer while also working as a software tester? If you have the skill and expertise to that is required of a business analyst and a data analyst in different organizations, you can take on 1 or 2 jobs, or 2 or 3 more jobs. People do 4 jobs today. All right. So it all depends on you if your capacity can carry you. But for better growth, I would say focus on one path and build on that.
Thanks, Genesis. Can someone pay in Naira? Yes, you can pay in Naira. Just copy, there's a number on your screen now, just chat me up. If you want more details about probably the account number or payment link, any question after this call, just chat me up on any of the numbers on your screen. Is there a provision for physical class? If yes, what is the cost? No, things is much easier than a physical class now, since COVID period. Even those organizations with the training centers has gone virtual now. Let me now tell you the advantage. This is to Emmanuel Akala. At the end of this program, I'm sure most people want to apply or get a remote work. When you get a remote work, meaning your team members are scattered all around the world or country. Probably your developer is in India, your business analyst is in Nigeria, your Scrum Master is in Australia. All of you are scattered all around, meaning you'll be working remotely. And that is the kind of avenue, that is the kind of experience we want you to have from the very beginning as well. Being able to do everything virtually, because you might not have, like Genesis, I'm sure that his company is in the UK. He's been working remotely, and there's no need to go to any physical office, right? Because you can deliver your work online. So we want you to get used to that kind of life, so that when you eventually get a job, you know how to, maneuver yourself, you know how to cope with this new system, So we don't have a physical class. All we do is online, but they are all live classes. And when you get on the project, you'll be working remotely. Like you just secure the new role and they say you'll be working remotely. That's the way it will be. To what benefit of advantage does I think Genesis has answered that. That is from Musa again. What is the training content or modules? How many are they? This is from Victor. I thought Genesis, I thought you touched on the content of the training while presenting. Am I right?
Kind of. In terms of content, I did not basically speak go in details in terms of the content, but all of this is to be made available once the class starts. I'll do a rundown on the content. So it's basically you're going to be having 12 classes, approximately 11 to 12 classes. And this involves Saturday and Thursdays, right? Saturday in the morning, 9 to 11, on Thursday, 8 to 10 p.m. So sometimes we might overshoot by 30 minutes, depending on how intensive the topic is for that day. And sometimes it might just be a 1 hour or 1 hour, 30 minutes class, depending on how intensive the class is. But once we start, the content, the outline of the training will be made available. Also, Akin can share a copy of the outline with you on the WhatsApp group when you join the WhatsApp group.
Yeah, thanks, Genesis. Please, can you share the link for the WhatsApp group? Where's the link to the WhatsApp group again? Okay, I'm going to share that now. So if you want to join, for those that want to join the WhatsApp group, you can use this link to join. So you can check the chat now. You see the link there. Please, do you use Power BI? No, we don't use Power BI for business analysis. That is for data analysis. If you are enrolling on data analysis, you'll be using tools like Power BI, Tableau, SQL, Python. But for this particular journey of business, we do not use Power BI. That is to Kenneth. Is it possible to have a replay? Okay, yeah. Jacinta, you can join the WhatsApp group, and the recording will be shared on the WhatsApp group or on our YouTube channel as well. If you search for Learn with Pride, you'll see it on our YouTube channel. Can we get job reference? For the duration that you are with us, yes, we'll give you a job reference. How much in pounds? The cost in pounds is £500, but you can get 20% discount, which makes it £400, and half payment is required to start. That is to Prince. So are you saying one can get a BA job without having a CBAP? Yes. And I will say that with a capital yes. It is not about certificate. You know, the way we were brought up, we've been made believe that, we cannot do anything without certificate. That is a big lie. That is why in most of the developed countries, you see a young guy with a college degree. He didn't even go to uni, being your boss, being your manager. Why is he your manager? It's because he has got so many years of experience working in that field. Certificate is just, since I've been working or since I've been changing jobs, I've never been asked to present my professional certificate. No, because, I was able, probably during the interview, to convince them that I know what I'm talking about. So there's no need for asking for my certificate when I can display or demonstrate how well my knowledge is in the subject matter, So yes, this is to ADE. You don't need to have CBAP or whatever the certification is called before you get employed. All right. What tools are used for business analysis? I think Genesis has answered this as well. You'll be using tools like, I think, Jira, Confluence, Idea Board, Planet Poker, and other ones that Genesis will expose you to as well. But yes, you will be exposed to industry standard tools. You can be rest assured. If you want to get the course outline, you can message me on those numbers and I will send it to you on WhatsApp. And what can we get the course module on one, what we will be getting and learning for this course? You'll be getting, so as part of the package, you'll be getting the practical training. You're working on a live project, not a capstone project. The mentorship, the support, the CPD accredited certificate, interview preparation, and we give you a reference, work reference for the duration that you are with us. That is what you'll be getting. So for any other question, please just, there's a number on your screen, note the number down, message me. Again, the actual training will be starting on May the 20th. That will be on a Saturday. And you can still take advantage of, the course is starting on the 20th of this month, 2 weeks time. And you can still take advantage of the discount so the discount is available for a week, the 20% discount. So you can still take advantage of that. And you only need half payment to start as well. Austin, you raise your hand. Austin, are you there?
Are you sure? Are you referring to me?
Actually, no. Musa, you can ask your question, but Austin raised his hand again. Yeah, Musa, you can go on. What's the question?
All right, thank you so much. Thanks for the presentation, since and everything. My question goes to those of us that have been in line or that have been on track before now, that you've shared some kind of quotes price with us and payments, and we even got make some deposit. I think there's a difference from what we have at hand and the one you said today. I don't know. Are we still on the same page? That's what I want to be clear of.
Sorry, Musa, say that again. Sorry, I didn't get that.
I'm asking to know about those that we've been in track before now.
Yeah.
Going with the pricing that's shared with us, and that we've even made our deposit before now.
Yeah, that's fine. Don't worry about that. That's fine.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
All right. Austin, you raise your hand.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah. Good evening, everybody. First of all, I'm confused about the date. You mentioned 28th and you mentioned 28th. So I don't really know the exact date that is starting. That's number one. Number two, you talked about this reference. You keep using the word for the time that you are with us, right? So I don't really know the time that we're going to be with you to get a reference, because it's possible that we don't get a job immediately or that we get a job after. So I actually want to clarification on that, your line or your statement that you say for the time that you get a reference. Yeah.
All right. So the start date is May the 20th. That is when that is when it's starting. And even after you are done with us, but because you've worked with us, it doesn't matter. I'm still going to give you the reference. So I'm just saying for the 3 months, you are going to get a reference, whether even when you are, let's say you are done March, right? If you still require the reference in June, I'll still give you the reference in June.
Okay. Can I ask another question, please?
Yes, but I'm struggling to hear you though.
Okay, I'm actually at work. I'm just trying to keep my voice low. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I joined late as well, and I remember that I wanted to speak to you, and I was quite impressed with everything that you told me about this program. So, but that is that how sure are we? You say we have to get our hands dirty, right? Yes, quite all right. We go to get our hands dirty. But this business analysis job, everywhere is all over everywhere, right? everybody's doing certification for it, training different agencies and everything, right? So how is this job, right? I do not go or I just did. As a for that's what I just want
All right. Is that your question, right?
to know.
All right.
Everybody's getting into it. I don't know if you understand.
Yeah, let me shock you. I'm going to mute you because of the background noise. All right. Many people might be going into it, but the jobs are really, really out there. Most organization, if not all organization, any organization going through change requires a business analyst. If the job is not out there, some people will not be picking up 2 jobs, 3 jobs. If the jobs is not out there, companies will not be given a sponsorship visa. Let me give you a quick example or testimony of one of my students. She's in the UK. She's on post-studied visa. She needs a sponsorship. She needs a job that will give her sponsorship. And she did this business analyst training as well. When she first started, she do tell employer she need a sponsorship visa, she need a sponsorship visa. So she wasn't getting any result. So I told her to stop saying that. You can still work with what you have, just that it will expire soon. So stop saying that, stop telling them that. So she now started applying for all jobs, even the one that says they are not giving sponsorship. She started applying for everything. And she got this interview with PwC. I'm sure everyone on this call know PwC. She went through the first stage, the second stage, the third stage. They liked her. At the end of the day, they offered her the role. At the point of offering her the role, they asked her, what visa have you got? She said post-study. That one went back because he didn't know much about all this visa to ask the legal team. And they came back to her that, you know what? Actually, you can work with your visa, but it's expiring soon and we want someone on a longer period. But if you don't mind, we can apply for a sponsorship visa for you, just that it will delay your resumption date. Those are the company that wrote boldly on their application that they are not giving sponsorship visa. So the jobs are out there. But sometimes it's like people that they don't play lottery, but they wish, oh, I think when I played that lottery, probably I could have won that 30 million, but you never played. You can only wish. Same thing goes to all this career transitioning. Oh, I didn't have done that training 2 months ago. Probably I will be in a position to apply for this 400 pounds per day role. We need to acquire the knowledge, and then you stand a chance, to compete and get the same kind of money that people out there are getting. Forget about the multitude. Concentrate on your own journey. Concentrate on your own race. And it depends on the determination, If you tell yourself, come rain, come shine, with this training I want to embark on, I want to use it to secure a job, you will get it. Software testing, there are many people doing software testing as well. But does that stop me from getting my own first role as a senior role? No. Even when I was going through my own transition and getting to second stage, third stage, I was so impressed with myself that I was able to even compete with people who has been doing it for 5-6 years. Me getting to the final stage, that is an achievement on its own. Not to talk about me getting a senior role for my very first role, And there are many people doing software testing as well. So don't look at the noise in the market. Focus on yourself. Focus on what you want to achieve or where you want to see yourself in the next few months, in the next 1 year, where you want to see yourself. Work towards that aim, and you'll be surprised that even if 1 billion people are doing it already, that will not stop you from getting your own job. So that will be my answer to you, Austin. I hope I've been able to answer that question, Austin. All right, Jacinta, yes, please message me on the number on your screen. If you are from Ghana, a payment link will be sent to you and you can pay with your debit or credit card from the comfort of your home. So just chat me up on any of those numbers on your screen and a payment link will be sent to you. Let me take two more questions. I'm so sorry, I joined late. Please, how much is this training? This is to Tamon. Sorry, I can't pronounce that name. The cost is £500, but there's 20% discount till the 13th of this month. So you can take advantage of that. Is your company based in Nigeria or outside? The company is based and registered in the UK. So we are based in the UK, but we have students all around the world, from Canada to Australia to UK to Nigeria to Zimbabwe. We have students all around the world. With that, I believe I've taken enough of your time. Again, if you want to enroll, if you want the story to change as well, give us a try and see what you get out of it. The training will be starting on the 20th of this month. There's still ample time to enroll if you want to enroll, or if you have anything that bothers or you want to share privately with me as well. You can as well message me on WhatsApp and I'll be more than happy to, answer any questions on there as well. But for now, with the hope that I'm going to see majority on the journey, I'm going to say thank you for your time for attending today's session. The recording will be available on the YouTube channel by tomorrow or on the WhatsApp group. So thanks everyone for your time. Have a good evening and see you on the journey. Thanks everyone. Bye-bye.